Swamp and inside Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, the Florida faithful have arrived to cheer on Fred Taylor and 14 other Gator seniors in their final home game. But the garnet and gold-clad Florida State fans have made the 150-mile trip from Tallahassee to see if their Seminoles can cap a perfect regular season with a victory against their most bitter rival. It's number 1 Florida State versus number 10 Florida. Here come the Gators, number 1 in the nation earlier in the season, now number 10 with a record of 8-2. When the two teams had to be separated, players and assistant coaches had to be separated by the officials. And in recent years, this has also Johnson at quarterback. We expect to see all three quarterbacks play today. Johnson throws, and it is juggled and caught. What a catch at midfield by Jock.
27 on the coverage. Green turns around and catches.
Spurrier changing quarterbacks on virtually every play. Fred Taylor, lots of running room against Ford at the 30. The toss. Taylor pitches it to Jacquez Green. Johnson is wide open inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Taylor right up the middle, touchdown.
This is the isolation play that Florida likes to run. Watch the fullback right there, number 40, Rod Frazier. He leads on Sam Cowart, the All-American linebacker from Florida State. That's the block that punches the ball into the end zone.
6-0 Florida. Doug Johnson back in the spotlight in Gainesville.
Defense being able to see set recognition.
Handoff by Brandeis. Taylor fumble. Sam Cowart picks it up. Touchdown Seminoles. Lamont Green knocked it out.
The play from across. He's right there. He will chase the ball down, knock it loose from behind. Right there. He strips that ball. And Sam Cowart, number 1, picks it up. The All-American linebacker, number 88, the tight end. You got to give Wadsworth some credit on this play. It's not going to show up in the stats, but that's what happened.
The Trojans or Ohio State, Michigan, that always happens.
Johnson throws short. Taylor fumbles again. That's a free football, and the Seminoles say they've recovered, and they have. Corey Simon came up with a free football. Shevin Smith knocked it free.
Shevin Smith, the walk-on strong safety. It's a little dump-off pass to Fred Taylor. It's a well-executed play by Johnson. It's a beautiful pass. Cowart comes up, misses the tackle. Shevin Smith comes up, puts his helmet on it, knocks it loose.
A left footer out of the hold of a backup quarterback, Marcus Outzen, right down the middle. And Florida State takes a 4-point lead. 10-6 Seminole. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Busby. Play action fake to Minor. Has a man. Look out. Peter Warrick is great at running after the catch. He ran into his own man Minor trying. Busby hands off on first down. And here goes Minor again. Out to the 49 by passing to set up the run. Busby on 3rd and long. Throws, man open. It's Minnis inside the 10 with a first down. Right. Busby under a blitz. Touchdown. Pearsall wide open. 2 yards into the end zone.
Touchdown. They have, Florida has Mike Pearson, number 29, and Keith Kelsey on the coverage.
But 10-6, Seminole. An experiment that has worked pretty well. to say the least. Brindise back in. He throws it high. Caught by Jaquez Green. Green out to the 40s. See the difference in the delivery between Brindise and Johnson. Brindise doesn't have quite as strong an arm, but he has enough to get that to Travis McGriff. Down to the 5-yard line.
Out of it, they strike.
First and goal from the 5. Johnson in the end zone. Touchdown, Travis McGriff.
Florida State. McGriff lines up in the slot and runs outside. There's a receiver who comes inside, Jamie Richardson. They get a little pick action there, and he's wide open for the touchdown.
Coverage of NASDAQ college football. Wilkins 7 different combinations. 9 different offensive linemen have started a game this year. Green, the fade stop and the catch made at the 24-yard line. He pulled up right and punched. Brindise from the 4 hands it off. Taylor untouched for a touchdown.
The interior of the Florida line gets a push, and the tailback Taylor's able to cut back into that huge void. When you get a push at the line of scrimmage, it creates running lanes. And the Florida offensive line did that.
Florida State heads to the locker room down by a point, knowing screen. Minor got a good block. Minor across the 35 and out of bounds at the 40. Played second half. Florida has a 1-point lead. Busby forced from the pocket. Has a man open. E.G. Green. Down to the 30-yard line. On 3rd and 5, they'll try to move the chain. That throw on the money. E.G. Green, first down, Seminoles. Janikowski, 1 for 1 today. This to give Florida State the lead, and it is good from 31 yards. The Noles go back on top. Light snap of the second half at quarterback. And throws a floater in the flat for Taylor. He's tackled by. That got them started on a scoring drive. Taylor threw a nice hole off a left tackle. Managed to 2. Everybody up on the line for the Florida State defense, and Taylor runs right by them. Fred Taylor may go. Touchdown, Florida.
The block of the fullback, number 40 on Darrell Bush, the middle linebacker. Bush couldn't get off the block quick enough. That's exactly one of the plays they ran against Florida State in the Sugar.
Of Fred Taylor's career, 61 yards. Country, we have not heard it. Busby throws, has a man. E.G. Green into Florida territory with a first down. All the way to the down by 5 points. 5.5 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Minor got hit and stayed on his feet. Touchdown, Travis Minor. What a run. Up to the races, untouched thereafter.
Well, Kevin Long, the center for Florida State, makes a great block, as does 32 Khalib Abdullah. And that's why tailbacks are able to run like this. They get blocked, and now watch the fullback isolate right there on the linebacker. Those are the guys that create those creases in the defense. There's a missed tackle there by Tico Brown, and all of a sudden it's touchdown for Florida State.
At the 43-yard line of Florida, the toss. Minor with a burst of speed. Minor inside the 20. Knocked out of bounds at the 6-yard line. This is the same distance as an extra point, but from a tough angle. 20-yard field goal. Janikowski booms it through. And he's 3 for 3 today. And the kicking game, the difference in the game at the moment. That missed extra point on the first. Gators started their own 20. Johnson lofts it deep. Green is behind the defense. He's He's at the 35. He's at the 25. And he's tackled at the 17-yard line by Tay Cody.
Florida came with the blitz. They blitzed their inside linebacker, Samari Rolle, trying to cover man-to-man against Jaquez Green. What an afternoon Jaquez has had there for Florida.
63 at quarterback. Draw play to Taylor. Big hole left. Taylor may go. Fred Taylor out of bounds at the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1. Taylor to the end zone. Touchdown! They went 80 yards in 3 plays. Perhaps too quickly.
To say I told you so, but at the beginning of the telecast, we mentioned Florida's offensive line and Fred Taylor. Could they keep this game alive for Florida? I think they have today, and the quarterback play between Brandeis and Doug Johnson has been beyond expectations. To make 10 yards.
Busby with a 4-man rush. Throws. Intercepted! Dwayne Thomas. Of Michigan for this play.
Watch number 52, Dwayne Thomas. He drops in zone coverage, plays a route to perfection. He dropped an earlier interception in this game, but he didn't drop that one. And Bob Stoops, the defensive coordinator.
And Florida still alive for an Alliance Bowl. A huge victory sealed by Thomas's interception.